Go on, you can.
Oh,
Go on.
I'm shagged and shattered.
Who needs a vet when you've got hands like mine? Go on, hurry.
Where have you been?
Huh?
Where have you been?
Out doing me kissograms.
Oh,
Tell you what, though, that farmer Queelan is giving me an awful beard rash.
how much did you get? Money, you know.
What did I get? Oh, money. What do you mean, money? You mean I'm supposed to get paid for it? I was just doing it for the crack.
You big gobshade. If you don't get some cop on, you'll end up brainless like a victim of Jeffrey Finkel, America's #1 serial killer.
What are you talking about?
It all began in America in 1963. A town called Buttcrack, West Virginia. A family lived in number 763 Colon Avenue. Papa Finkel, you see, was a Peruvian monkey minder and arrived in America with 100 assorted primates destined for West Virginia State Zoo. He looked after the monkeys like they were his own children. And when one of them died, he would eat their brains.
He what?
Sure, there was a Peruvian tradition that if you ate a monkey's brain, it would make you a wiser man.
Jesus, them foreign feckers would eat anything.
And sometimes, for a special treat, he'd bring back a bit of brain for his own son,
Hoping it might make him a little wiser.
And I suppose in some respects it did, as little Jeffrey Finkel got straight A's all the way through school and into college until he was a professor.
Jeez. All that from eating monkey brains as a kid.
His father's tradition convinced him that more brains he ate, the cleverer he would get. So he continued to eat monkey brains well into his 20s. But fresh monkey brains were in short supply.
So what did he do?
Well, the closest thing to a monkey's brain is obviously a human brain.
Jesus, the Scudder and Amador was a headhunter. Where did he get the dead bodies?
He was a clever bugger, was Jeffrey Finkel. 'Cause every year, the night after graduation day, he would hold a special party for his cleverest students. You see, no one really noticed that one of them would be missing the next day, as they were all too excited to be heading home on summer break. But each year the missing student would wake up, strapped to a customized torture rack in the large and lightless basement of number 763 Colon Avenue. The first thing they could feel was a dull ache at the back of their head. The Finkel bore a perfect round hole through their skull, just about large enough to get a teaspoon through.
What was he at?
A spoon of brain a day makes you brainy, they say.
Must have been agony for them.
Oh, no. Sure, your brain has no nerve endings at all.
Oh.
They felt nothing as he scooped away. Maybe the odd leg twitch or a bit of memory loss and eventually paralysis.
So, how long now would a brain last him?
A few weeks. He knew he was finished when he could feel the spoon scrape along the back of the eyeballs.
Anyway, Finkel married a beautiful woman who had no idea of his gruesome past.
He even had a son. But, unfortunately, his son hadn't inherited his father's intelligence.
Finkel decided there was only one thing to do with his stupid son, and that was to let him in on the, family tradition.
So he brought his son down to the basement and through the false wall to where his brain-scooping accoutrements were kept hidden.
"Show me how you did it, Dad,"
his son asked nervously. And Finkel himself stood into the rack where his many victims met their doom.
"Strap me in, son, and I'll tell you how to scoop a brain and gain intelligence. You'll develop quite a taste for it."
Finkel laughed. But it was the second last thing Finkel ever heard.
What was the last thing he heard?
The last thing Jeffrey Finkel ever heard was the sound of the drill in his son's hand as it burrowed into the bone of his skull.
Drill! Drill!
It was a case of father like son.
The son using his head for once.
Yeah, his father's head.
A trip off the old block.